Okay, so what's up, YouTube? What's up, friends on Zoom? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna also record this, and then we'll put it up on. If anyone wants the recording, I'll share that with you as well. Or we also have it on YouTube, so you can always get that link and rewatch it anytime you'd like. Let me X out of that. So, okay, very good. I want to say welcome, Team Gang friends. Vin Lamant here. I want to go over the AI crypto trading system and something that was introduced to me about 5 months ago, 6 months ago. Is it 5 or 6? Either way, 5 or 6 months ago, back in March. A friend of mine reached out to me and shared this with me. I want to show you what he shared with me. He shared with me a website and really a concept. We did have a conversation. He shared an advanced AI trading technology. And again, if someone's sharing this with you, you can go ahead and there's a couple of videos on this page. There's a brief introduction. There's a full presentation. I personally like watching the live Zooms or the recorded full presentations. I'm going to encourage you to watch that as well. I'm going to go over this fairly briefly. It's really the concept and the reason why I want to share with you. And if I deliver a compelling enough message, it'll give you a reason to really take a look at this program because this program is like, to be honest, and not hypey, just mathematical. This is the best program I've seen, bar none, in the affiliate space or just in the space for an everyday person. If you're looking to create a passive income without recruiting anyone, without speaking to anyone, a set it and forget it program. Again, I showed you AI. I said AI crypto trading software. It's an institutional grade software that you can use, but you don't have to know anything. That's what I like about it. And this is why so many people, anyone can use it, is because you don't have to know anything about AI. You don't have to know anything about cryptocurrency. You don't have to know anything about software or trading or any of that. It's really literally a set it and forget it. Just you have to know about as much about this program as you do even about your phone or anything for that matter. I don't know how to build a car, but I know how to drive one, barely, but I do know how to do that. So the reason a lot of people are looking right now is because of what's going on in the world right now. The price of everything and inflation has increased so much. It's hard to ignore for an everyday family to get ahead, let alone or to connect the dots at the end of every single month, or let alone get ahead. To put it into context, I just want to share this with you because most people are like me. Most of us come from the working class. I worked 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week for many, many years, put my monies into a 401k, 457, Roth IRA, mutual funds, traditional investment programs like that. I did all that and I'm happy that I did it. I worked towards having a pension. So what I'm going to share with you, I just want to help you keep in mind, like this isn't the 80s or 90s or even 2000s anymore. We're heading into 2027. You've heard of AI. We know AI exists. We know cryptocurrency exists. We know that trading exists. We know that crypto trading exists. And we know that AI crypto trading does exist. So the reality is going into 2027, what do you have in your life now that's able to provide you additional income, passive income, set it and forget it. And I'm not speaking about even recruiting anyone. I'm talking about the product itself is something that's paying people. This program is paying us weekly on weekly returns, and we're going to show you that in today's presentation. If anyone has any, oh, you know what I didn't do? I didn't do it. I didn't put on the chat. For some reason, Zoom, I have to do it now manually each time. I don't know why that is, but let me go ahead and do that real quickly. I'll put the chat on. Everyone can chat and let me know if you where you're tuning in from if you're on right now. If you're on YouTube, throw it into the comments. I just turned the chat on. I'd like to see if the chat is in fact on. If you do have any questions, just throw it into the chat or you could throw it into the Q&A. There's a Q&A that you can throw questions in. I will encourage all folks. Hey, Larry's on the air from Utah. Thanks for assisting me on that. Through the save in there. Thanks, Larry. So I'm going to encourage everyone. There's about 7 different presentations you can watch during the week. Really very professionally done. One of the things I like about this program and this whole culture behind this is the professionalism. It's very professional. There's no hype. When I first got started, I wasn't going to tell anyone about this. Certainly wasn't going to do videos about it. I was just going to set it and forget it. And that's a matter of fact what I did. So let me share with you what we do, how we do it, and why we do it this way. And again, this is all about if you're looking to create a passive income, right? If you want to diversify, I wanted to diversify. That what I just showed you was AI that pops up. You can ask AI any questions. But again, if someone shared this with you, like this was shared with me, what you do is you click enroll now here, and you can create a free account. And when you do that, you just fill out this form. So it's very, very simple. Just fill out the form. Then you can look at the back office. And once you fill out the form, you create an account. You just go and you log into the account. And I'm going to show you the back office. I'm going to run through a few slides very quickly. And this is just a this is an account that I have that hasn't enrolled anyone or done any type of um, recruiting. Okay, and just to show that you don't have to recruit, you could just have an account and set it and forget it. This is set to set it and forget it. Up here, you can click trading, and it'll show you the referral. I'm sorry, the rewards, the weekly rewards. You can view the details here. This is right in the back office. And you can see, wow, this is growing today. As of today already, this is 0.75%, almost 1 point already today. And that's I have nothing to do with that. That just happens. All right. What you're going to find about this program is real trading. And that's again, the transparency is the reason why I'm doing this. There's a lot of programs out there. You got to be weary about what you get involved with these days. Lord knows every time I get a phone call, it's about some friggin' scam, right? So you got to watch out for those things. Make sure you do your own diligence. We're going to get into that in today's training. Let me go ahead and go to a quick slideshow. I want to share with you how this works. So the name of the program is Polar Tensor. Now, as I go through this, this is an income disclaimer. There's no income guaranteed. I'm not giving anyone any financial advice. Make sure you do your own diligence. This is why we're encouraging you to watch a series of videos, a series of different webinars or webcasts, whatever your threshold is for what you need to make a quality decision. Make sure you do that. This is not a friend of yours sharing this with you and trying to convince you of anything. We're just sharing information here. So there's certainly no income guaranteed. I have a background as a civil servant. I'm not giving any financial advice. So why AI trading software? What I want to share with you first is something that you already know. All right, let's talk about what's familiar, because you started talking about AI, crypto trading software, and a lot of us are like me. We don't really know much about that. We know we want the results. We don't really know how to explain cryptocurrency and blockchain. I certainly don't. And I don't really care to be honest with you. I just like the results. Again, if you're a family person or not, if you want to get ahead financially, you've got to be able to diversify, and you've got to be able to capitalize opportunities in the world we live in now, right? If you're depending on the same old thing over the same old years, over and over and over again, you're going to still get the same thing you've been getting. If you want more out of life, you're going to have to possibly pay attention right now and look at something, because this really could be something that over the next 2 to 4 to 5 years can really change the trajectory of your life. And I don't say that as hype. I'm just saying that as a reality mathematically. So what I'm sharing with you right now in front of you, you see some things that you know that you're familiar with. You're familiar with bank accounts. We're familiar with Capital One, Bank of America, Cash App, right? Chase, Marcus, Citibank, First National Bank. So if you look at these are the top 10% banks on the list, and this is out of 850 different institutions. And the best one, you can look at it too, the best one looks like First National Bank. So we're going to use that as an example to see what that looks like. If you had $1,000, just as an example, if you had $1,000 in that savings account at 4% per year, what would that look like? That would be an annual return, which would be passive income. It's passive income because you didn't have to do anything. You didn't have to speak it to anyone about it. It's set it and forget it. You know this. You know your bank has set it and forget it. You know you don't have to do anything. You don't even have to look at it. It's just kind of there in the background. And Polar Tensor is the same exact thing, or very similar. It's just it's trading, but it's a set it and forget it program. So if you see in this example, a savings account in the bank, $1,000 at 4%, your annual return is $40 per year. Now, when you factor in the rate of inflation, right now is 3.8% inflation. So that $40 return passive income, that return annually, actually becomes $2 a year. So the $2 a year on the thousand isn't 4% anymore. It's actually 0.2% per year. Now, I didn't rush to the bank and take my money out of the bank. I still have a savings account. We have checking accounts. I just wanted to diversify into other things that will, like, speed up the process. You see this gray hair that I have? It's like I don't want to work another 40, 50, 60 hours a week for another 30, 40 years. Like, who the hell wants to do that? And quite frankly, even if I was 20 years old, why wouldn't I have this account here? Because I don't have to do anything with it. It's blending into our busy life. So that example I showed you at 4% actually with inflation becomes 0.2% per year. And it's really because it's moving very slow. This AI program does 35,000 on average trades per day. So it's moving very, very quickly. This is why I want to show with you how you can compress time and compress 20 to 30 years of working 40, 50 hours a week to 2 to 4 years and working 0 hours and just literally having it working in the background. That's the world we live in. That's what AI is about. You know this already about AI, right? So if you're looking at these numbers, let's change the numbers and share with you. Actually, we're going to share with you what that looks like. Okay, so if you have $1,000 in a bank at 0.2% per year, this is what it will look like or will look like over the next 5 years should the numbers stay the same. So that $1,000 over the course of the next year will become $1,010 here. Okay, let me change the color so you can see that. $1,010 here at the bottom, and you're making it like $2 a year, then $4, then $6. It's compounding. It's just not compounding quick enough for anyone to really make a difference. Right? And again, I'm not saying, hey, take your money out of the bank. You do what you want to do. I'm just sharing with you information. This is just a video you're tuning into, okay? And so let me change it around and share with you and make a comparison to Polar Tensor. So let's just say a trading account with Polar Tensor now of $1,000. And instead of the APR average return with a trading account of 0.2%, now it's 2%. But instead of 2% a year, it's 2% a week. So I just want to share the math with you. What will that look like 2% per week if you had $1,000 in the account? And you see the difference. It's an enormous difference. Obviously, huge difference, because if you see here on the list in the bank, it is you'd make about $10 over the next 5 years. And with an account, an AI crypto trading account like this, that $10 instead of $10 would be $182,000. So that's the math. That's the math without any hype. And this is kind of why trading, why you may want to take a deep dive and take a look at this. Okay, so again, we do a side-by-side comparison here, and a savings account, you see the $1,000 compared to the $182,000, and that's at 2% per week. Okay, so why AI trading software? Again, let's just see why. I mean, you see the numbers. These are charts I'm sharing with you. You can look these up yourself. The AI market is growing. Right now, we're going into 2027, and you can see the shift. Everything is going towards AI. Everything I'm sharing with you, you pretty much know already. The global SaaS market, software as a service market, is increasing every single year. So it's like, are you in the right place at the right time? A lot of people don't realize it, and this is why we have a presentation like this to share with you and illustrate like the global digital currency market, the crypto market right now, and it will continue to grow. The more you delve into this and see this, the more people have less trust in the banking system, let alone the media system, let alone the political environments. People are taking into account, they're doing their own diligence and making sure they're taking care of themselves and diversifying into different business models, into different softwares, and into different financial programs like this one. And so that's digital market, the digital currency market's growing. Now, the global crypto AI market in the automated trading space is growing. As a matter of fact, out of all of the spaces within the global crypto AI market, the automated trading is actually growing the most. And we're in the beginning of this right now. So why Polar Tensor? There's a few reasons what sets Polar Tensor apart from anything I've ever seen. And listen, guys, I get pitched all day, every day, and twice on Sunday different business models and different trading programs and crypto deals and network marketing deals all day. I didn't even check my inbox yet today. I'm certain. Okay. So you can create a free account here. This is what we're encouraging you to do. You can you can start for as little as $100 minimum. Minimum is obviously spelt wrong there, all right? So you don't have, not have to spell either. You don't have to know how to do that either. But you could start if you'd like for as low as $100, and there's no monthly cost. So when you see why Polar, I'm going to get into a few more reasons why. There's no lock on your funds. You can withdraw your funds at any time. You can put money in $100,000 in today and take it out in 10 minutes. Take it out tomorrow. There's no lock period on your funds. That's a big deal. There's also full transparency of trades. There's a reason why this company has multiple presentations all week long. There's another one in a couple of hours. There's live Q&As. One of the things too is you can set it and forget it. I like that. There's no way I'm going to do copy and paste trading I'm not doing trading. I'm not following someone that's doing trading. I'm not interested enough in doing that, and I'm not risking anything to like make a mistake in doing that. This is set it and forget it. I want the computer to do it for me. This is institutional grade software. This isn't a trading bot, Polar Tensor, by the way. Okay. There's an asset protection program, something you've never seen before. I know it because I've never seen this either. In a program like this, your deposits are protected with an asset protection program. I'll tell you a little bit more about that, but they go in depth with this in further Q&As. There's live presentations and a complete training system. There's live Q&As. You can get on a Q&A and you can ask any question. They sit there silent sometimes saying, "Will someone please ask us a difficult question?" Right? The live presentations go deep into the background of Felix Bick, the founder of this program, how he ended up here, how was an 8-year process of going through machine learning and institutional grade software, and how it became Polar Tensor, Polar Corporation, Polar Money, and Polar Exchange. There's more to this than what I'm showing you here. This is a major conglomerate and big opportunity that is, they just had a launch in Hong Kong. There's live office, there's actual offices, there's live customer support. So there's a lot behind this program. It's not just some bot that's paying money every single day. Okay. Again, there is the asset protection program. This insurance protects our deposits. It doesn't protect, and it protects us against like fraud or cybersecurity, operational risk, third-party liability, things like that. It doesn't protect us from the ups and downs of the market. The ups and downs of the market are going to be, it's the market. It's real trading. This isn't, it's just, if you've ever done a program like this and they're like trading every day and winning every single day, 7 days a week, that's a red flag. And if you haven't already felt that with a program, I'm telling you right now, because I have. It's a red flag. There have been, and not even there anymore. There's programs out there. I'm sure they always pop up that say, "Hey, we're going to give you 1% a day, and 7 days a week, and it just never loses." And that's kind of like watching cartoons. It's just not real. There's real protection here, and while there's real protection against fraud, but it doesn't protect us against the market. The market's going to do what it does. It's up and down in the market, just like your mutual funds, just like the stocks, just like everything. Okay. There's live chat, live support, and the customer service actually is very good. So I'm going to show you how to utilize the software. By the way, if anyone has any questions, feel free to jump in and ask any questions we have, okay, that you may have. And all right, so utilizing the software, let me just show you this real quick, okay? So change the color quick. So there's a one-time 10% license fee. So if you start with $100, you're going to want to start with $112. Why? Because 112 minus 10%, all right, is subtracting $11.20. You will start with $100.80. There's a cost for the software. Like every software you use out there, a lot of softwares have a cost. If you use ClickFunnels or High Level or thousands of different apps out there, there's a cost to use them, right? And the cost here is 10% one-time license fee charged with each deposit. And anytime you deposit, there's a 10% charge on that. There's a performance by tier. I'm going to show you what that means in the next slide. We get paid, or the profits are paid out every single week, Friday at 2300 hours Universal Time. Okay. This is big. You can withdraw your funds at any time, like I shared with you before. There's no lock, excuse me, on your funds at all. There is a 10% fee if you do take your money, your funds out, you withdraw all your funds within the first 12 months. There's a 10% fee, which I think is fair. There's a 5% fee between months 12 and 24. After 24 months, you can take all your funds out at any time with no fees. If you ever had a CD account, or you were locked in mutual funds, or you have a 401k, there's penalties for taking your monies out early. This is a 10% and 5% fee within the first 24 months. Here, there's zero withdrawal fee. So whether you take your 50 bucks out on Friday, or 50 bucks out today, or $5,000 out today, there's a flat fee of $2 USDT, which is a stable coin. It's the same thing as dollars. Okay, so $2, if you take out $50,000, costs you $2. Take out 5,000, $2. 5 million, $2. 50 bucks is $2. Okay. Now, the next thing is the performance fee schedule. I'm going to go over that in the next couple slides. This is what got my attention. And to me, this is pretty much all it's about for the most part, right? I mean, this is a long-term, you have to have long-term vision for this. This isn't one of those deals, if you've ever been in this space, where it's like, hey, get your money out in 37 days and play with house money. You just if you're involved here, you won't get that. You'll understand. You won't have that vibe where it's not like you won't be worried. Like, oh my God, let me get my money out. Let me get. It doesn't have that. It's because it's real trading. You'll see. Okay. So this is from a Binance account that Felix Bick has opened up and shown his actual numbers in his Binance account. Over the last 24 months, okay, it has done on average 21.16% per month, which is 5.29% per week. Okay. Now, since the inception of Polar Tensor, launched back in April, the last 6 months, it has averaged 4.22% per week. This is all transparent. This is trackable. You can see it right in your back office. You can see this anywhere, right? And that's the numbers over the last 6 months. Early, before I showed you 2%, what that would look like. So we try to our best to under promise and over deliver, but you never know what's going to happen in the market. It's like the weather. You can't predict it. But this is over the last 6 months. Now, let me share with you. So what we're going to do is, because it was, let me go back, 5.29% per week and 4.22% per week. We're going to use 5% a week on average here, because it's a round number. It's easy to do the math with. Okay. Now, we said there's different tiers. You see here, there's a starter tier. You can start for as low as $100. Anywhere from $100 to $499, you're in the starter tier. $500 to $1,999, you're in the basic tier. $2,000 to $8,000, you're in the advanced tier. $8,000 to $25,000, you're in the professional tier. $25,000 to $100,000, you're in the elite tier. And to be in the enterprise is $100,000 and above. What does that mean? What that means is there's a performance fee. Anytime you have any type of trading, there's always a fee. If you're going to go to Merrill Lynch, there's a fee. No matter what, there's a fee. You get yourself a mortgage in your house, there's going to be a fee. This is no different. This is a performance fee. So you see in the starter, you see it's 50%, then 40%, then 35%. And as you go from tier to tier to tier, the performance fee decreases. What that means is, as that decreases, the amount that we keep increases. So where in the starter, it's a 50-50 split. When you get to basic, it's a 60-40 split on our end, then 65, then 70, 75, 80. So as we go up in tier, the amount that we keep increases, right? And the goal, obviously, the same as your bank account, the same as anything in life, is to grow your account. So that's what we look to do, is we look to grow our accounts, right? So compounding returns and compounding interest. I want to share with you something fairly quickly, and let me know how I'm doing on time. I guess, let me see here. All right, let me go share this with you. I'm going to go to the compound calculator. And this is a tool that the person that's sharing this with you can share this with you. If you started at $100 and you made like 2.5% on average per week over the course of 5 years, that will be $61,000, which is actually really great, is it not? Let's actually do 3 years, see what it looks like. In 3 years, it's 4,700. But you can see how with compounding interest, once it gets cooking, you can see then it goes to 17,000. After 5 years, it's 61,000. So you can make a lot of headway with just $100 over the course of time. So let's look at now 3 years, it's 4,700. What if you started with 500? By the way, you can add funds at any time. Some people will add like $100 every 2 weeks when they get paid. They take 100 and they use this like as another savings account. Put some money away, add another 50 bucks every 2 weeks, 1,000 bucks, whatever it is that you want to do. 500, you see the returns go up a little bit because the performance tier decreases, so your returns increase. So now we're not at 4,700. Now we're at $50,000. And right, let's look at the $2,000 tier. We're at 325. Calculate returns, $293,000. The $8,000 tier, 8,000, that goes to 3.5. You're now looking at $1.7 million. Again, you're going to see numbers that are like could be mind-blowing to some people, but the reality is this is the world we live in right now, and you see it happening. There's a lot of people have tremendous wealth. Then there's a lot of people that don't. So it depends on where you want to land and what you're going to do about what's going on in the world right now. Okay, the $25,000 tier over 3 years. That's almost $8 million, and there are people that have 100,000, 200,000. There are people that have $1 million plus in this account. And it depends on you start where you want to start. But $1 million at 4% over the course of 3 years, you could see is tremendous. Machine learning, people have been doing this for a very long time. This is what's happening, and now we have access as regular people to institutional grade trading software. If there's anyone that can come on right now, you want to add a little bit, let me know. If there's anyone that's using this software, just raise your hand or let me know if you want to jump in and share. What I want to share with you at first is also this. If you've ever been involved in affiliate marketing, network marketing, you ever been involved in a home-based business, and I want to have Cal come on in a second. If you've ever been involved, and Larry's going to come on too. You know what? I'm going to have you both come on, all right? I'm going to tell you what I love about this program. It makes it very, very different. And we'll kind of go back and forth with this. Let me bring you back in and bring Cal in as a panelist. I'm going to bring Larry in as a panelist. And at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of just go back and forth. We're going to chat about what we like about this program, why we share it with other people. I mean, again, you don't have to start by sharing this with anyone. I didn't tell it. What I did actually was created accounts for my kids. Then I created an account. Then I spoke to a few people. Now I'm actively reaching out to people. Obviously, I'm doing Zooms because there's people that are looking right now and in a place where they better do something. So, hey, Larry, what's cooking? Thanks for coming on.
Hey, yeah, you betcha, Vince. I appreciate you being on today.
You pal, you pal. Let us know what you like about the program.
Well, as I look at the program, I kind of like you. Um, Through you, I kind of had this shared with me, and so I've been involved. As soon as you started sharing it, I've been involved, and so. But everything you've talked about, I've experienced. I experienced the 10% fee. I experienced taking money out, and I've taken plenty of money out. So it's some of it had the big fees, and some of it was earnings that had the $2 fee. So I've been very impressed. I mean, I kind of watched it a little bit myself in the beginning just to see if it was going to do what this presentation explained, and it did. And so that's when I started kind of sharing it with people, is when I realized this is something the other people could use just like me. And I've been very happy with the results to this point, just like all the slides that you put up. Every week has been somewhere between 1% and on an average between 1%, and I've seen up to 5%. So what you've been showing has happened for me over the last 5 months. Absolutely.
Yeah, and you know, to take it to the next step too is because like you're on here now. I shared it with your buddy Jed, who's a mutual friend of ours, and uh, look, I've been involved in network marketing for years, direct selling. What I love about this program is no one has to spend money for me to make money. As a matter of fact, it's like literally the opposite. The thing that it has in common with network marketing is leverage. Is leverage where you know I can tell some people who tell some people who tell some people and so on and so on. And you can literally build teams of thousands of people that way. There's no way anyone can go and acquire 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 20,000, 100,000 customers alone. You need to have leverage. And network marketing, the best part of network marketing is leverage. The biggest challenge in network marketing I've found over the years, affiliate marketing, direct selling, leverage-based business, is auto ship, is people having a monthly expense, even for some of these great products out there, wellness or even the great services out there. It's all dependent on a bunch of people spending money for me to make money. And then people have to recruit their way out of it. I'd say at least 95% of the people that are in my unilevel now, in my asset block, I like to call it, because it's one. I have my own asset, my own funds, but the bigger you build it, you have a huge asset. 95% are just customers. I don't even think they know there's an affiliate plan. So to me, I think like in direct selling, and this is what I've been in this space, there's literally not out of hype, out of math. There's mathematically not a better program out there that I've literally ever seen.
Yeah, the thing that you just said earlier was there are people in this that don't even know there's an affiliate side to this, and I test it. That's my testimony, if you will. I have a few people in my organization, even though they know there's a affiliate side to this, they've put enough money into this program to where they make more weekly than I do, just
Right.
on their trading results. And so it makes me want to put more money in, because they share with me how much they made on any given week, and I'm like, and they're impressed. And so of course, in tune, I'm impressed. So that's one of the things is, don't share it. Put in, X amount of dollars, and make that kind of a return on a given week.
Right. I mean, just as an example, someone with $100,000 in there is making, significant income weekly. They may be making anywhere from, $3,000 to $5,000 a week, $2,000, $3,000 a week, which is $100,000 a year, and they can access those funds at any given time. So, yeah, I see it that way too. I love this program. I think the live presentations that they do are very professional. I like the Q&A. I like that there's live events now. They have live events all across. They had one down here in North Carolina, where I am now. I went and I met some of the friends now, the top leaders and friends in the business, and we had a fun time. But now there's a major event in Sarasota, Florida. I'm going to see you there, and so I'm looking forward to that as well. Come here, puppy. So
Yeah, yeah. So am I. So am I. I'm impressed with the company, what they've done. Wish I could have seen this 40 years ago. But there's
well,
no AI 40 years ago.
no, well, not that we know of, at least not that was
Right,
available to regular people like us.
right, right,
Let
right.
me Let me see if Cal's on. I think Cal was coming on. I think he may be muted out. And Cal, let me know if you want to jump on and if you have anything to add to this. I'm not sure if Cal's there, but
Hey, Vince.
hey, buddy, what's going on?
Larry, how are you too, buddy?
Oh, I'm good, Cal. Doing good.
You know, you two guys have hit on pretty much everything. I mean, I echo everything I mean, the low startup is amazing. Your money's never locked up and just set it and forget it. You know, that was amazing. But I guess, real briefly, what I would share about my experience is the unique experience that I have. I've had my account since absolute day one, since actually before we really launched officially. I've had my account since January 28th. And this company has always done what they say they're going to do. So what are we at? 7, 8 months now? They always have done what they say they're going to do. And I've also been able to meet Felix Bick, the CEO. Got to spend several days with him actually in Las Vegas in May. And the guy is transparent. He's one of the most, when you spend a few days with somebody versus, sometimes you can go to these events and you go to the back of the room after it's over and you get to say hello to the CEO and talk to him for 5 minutes. But spending a few days with somebody, you really get to see, hey, how do they treat other people? How do they treat the smallest guy versus the guy that may have $100,000 in the program to, hey, this guy might have $100. He treats them both the same. He's just a very, like I said, just a good guy, a guy that you'd want to hang out with, that he also he listens to the field. He listens to feedback. And I've never known a CEO that listens like he does and then implements some of the changes that he listens to the field. He's got a long-term vision. That's another thing that was huge. I'm pretty confident, anything can happen. So you never want to you can't be 100% confident. It's like, what do you say, Vince? Like, hey, nobody knows what the weather's going to do tomorrow or whatever,
Right.
but he's got his vision. He's looking 5 years, 10 years down the road. This is going to be here for a while. The numbers are sustainable. Some of these other programs out here, yeah, they promise more and they have all these hypey numbers and look, those numbers are great until they're not.
Right.
You know what I mean? If it lasts for 3 months and then all of a sudden you don't have that anymore, I'd rather go with the stable option like Felix has here. So anyway, they've done what they've said they were going to do. I feel completely confident with the CEO that we're following. I've withdrawn money, like Larry said. I've done withdrawals. It's usually done in minutes. So the customer support is absolutely the best. It's some of the best I've ever seen. Not just in a networking company, but almost in any company. It's just top notch. You don't send in email support tickets or you chat with a chat bot. These are real people staffing their support, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And so anyway, yeah, I guess I rambled on enough. I'll be quiet here and let you, try and wrap it up. But yeah, that's my experience, man. That's just, my testament to everything that you've said about it is true and then some. So
Yeah, brother, you didn't ramble on at all. It's just it's more validation. We can have people, and this is what I enjoy the most. That's why sometimes I try to run through the presentation slides because that's all it's really about. I mean, if you're watching this, it's just making a decision. Are you going to get started or you're not, right? Are you going to open an account? You're going to fund an account and then just watch it because correct me if I'm wrong, and there's different stages of belief. Right? If you're watching this for the first time, your belief is like low, you're skeptical. We all are. And that's just where we start. So you start and you say, all right, let me try it. You watch the returns. You have a weekend, another week, and you watch some Zooms. All of a sudden, it's escalating and escalating. And you also see what's going on in the world around us and saying, listen, if not now, then when? Not, this, then what? And so this is something I like that I've added this to my different businesses that I do. Is the only direct selling business that I participate with, and I'm just fully confident in it. So, any last words, Larry or Cal? The floor is yours.
I just want to tune in to customer service because kind of like you said and Cal said, I'm really not the brightest guy on the block, and I have, if they would have anyway, the point is customer service has bailed me out a number of times. In fact, my son came to me, he put $100 in and on his own, and he says, Dad, the money's I lost the money, it's not there. And it was a day later, and I'm like, okay, no big deal, we need to talk to customer service. Well, he had put it in a different way, and within about 20 minutes his money was in his account. So it was just funny that he made the same mistakes I made where I've messed up, and customer service made it right. So
Yeah.
that's customer service is top notch. Every mistake I've made, they've fixed. So
Yeah, I had a little something with customer service the other day. It's two things. I wanted to withdraw funds, but then I had it go into a different wallet. So I wanted to stop the funds, right? And so I started speaking with the person, and before you know it, the funds already went through because that's how quick it was. So that was okay. But then I went back and forth with someone from support. We were just kind of chatting a minute. So it's a regular person, regular people, and every time it's funny too, getting on the Q&As and even listening to the recorded Q&As there's so many questions that the people ask that I wouldn't have even thought of asking. And it's just been more validation with this program. So for the folks that are watching this, listen, if you don't have a pension, like a cash flowing or something that shows up every single month, or you're looking for actual residual income, we're going to build it. We're building it. We're here to support you. We have a lot of other people in our support team as well. So we got a great thing going. So again, Larry, I appreciate you jumping on. Cal, if you have any last words, you're more than welcome. Cal?
Oh, you got to be careful. Don't give me the opportunity for last words. We'll be here another hour if you keep giving me the
It's all good,
chance
brother.
to.
People can tune in or tune out. It's all good. I enjoy this.
No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm good.
Right on, right on. All right, Team Gang friends, everyone watching, make sure you get back to the person that invited you. Get the link, create an account, and we'll see you on the next Zoom. And if you need anything, let us know.